I believe that the universe is not a bad place. When I came to Mumbai in the year 2000, first time as a journalist, I had big dreams. And at that point of time, for example, the big motorcycle on the market was the 1998 Yamaha R1. And it was a dream to be able to ride that motorcycle. And I would stand in the balcony of my house after work and look out into the world and say, wouldn't it be nice to ride a motorcycle like the R1? And of course, there was a series of motorcycles. And it was perhaps luck, but I believe it was the universe that conspired to make sure that I got to ride almost all of those motorcycles that I dreamt about one after the other over the next 3 or 4 years. Did I get to go touring on them and have like the full motorcycle experience? No, but I did get to taste them. In a time when none of these motorcycles were on sale in the country at all, there were individuals who literally emerged from the darkness and said, would you like to ride my motorcycle? So my life experience says, the universe tries to help get going what you think you deserve. And what I want to talk about today is, do you think you deserve enough? Are you not undermining yourself by lowering your expectations? Let me explain this. Because of the size of our country, we are the most populous country on earth. We have manufacturers today who are making remarkable numbers of vehicles. Cars, motorcycles, scooters, you name it. We are producing some of the largest quantities of these things. And in some ways, gaining a quantitative edge over everybody else is not really that difficult to do. You're a hero, you're doing well, your factories are at capacity, you open another factory and then you can start producing more, knowing that India has so many more people left that there will still be more people who are left yet to acquire a Splendor or whatever, right? We are also the country that very, very recently in the past didn't really have much. Think about the expressways. When the first one was built, we were super happy that there was a big, wide, flat road that cut the distance between, say, Mumbai and Pune from 7 hours to 2.5 hours or 3 hours or whatever. But think about the quality of that road. Versus where we were, that road was massively good. Versus what concrete road looked like in any other advanced part of the world, that road wasn't very great. And even today, it's one of the bounciest roads you'll ever use. We're in a loop where we have nothing. So when we get something, we start celebrating it. And maybe it's time to ask for everything. Why are we celebrating Indian CEOs in California software companies? Why are they not here? Why did we not create the setup required for them to bloom and blossom here in India? I think it's because we are not clear about what we should really deserve. To go back to motorcycles and vehicles, if we are producing some of the largest quantities of motorcycles, scooters, cars in this country today, I've been testing for 23 years now. We've often reached the conclusion that such and such bike is now the best in class. And these are usually incremental improvements over the last one. This is 10% better than the last one in 3 critical areas. So now this is the best purchase money can buy. Does that not sound like the crabs in a can, where a crab is a little bit higher, so now another crab will climb over it, but no crab really gets out of that can? The thing I'm saying is that 23 years later, we've not seen a single Indian product emerge from these companies that we can stand up and say is the best in the world. That nothing else on earth is created to this quality standard, to this efficiency level or this capability level. We've simply not done that yet. And I think the process of creating world-class, world-beating products is a qualitative process. Vocal for local so far is a quantitative process. And I think that process needs to evolve. And for that process to evolve, I think we need to think at first that we deserve better. We need to think that we don't want the best 160cc class motorcycle in India. We deserve the world's best 160. We don't want the Ninja 300, which was outdated and replaced, and the Ninja 400 is now available at a ridiculous price. But the Ninja 300 is still there in India. Why? We deserve better. This is why you can go to a dealership, ask for a test ride, they won't give you a test ride, and you still end up booking a motorcycle. You just lowered your standard. But if enough people keep lowering the standard, then that's the new standard, unfortunately. So if not everybody says, I need a test ride, otherwise I can't give you my money, there will be no test ride. Businesses typically don't like to do things the hard way, even if it's good for them in the long run. They'll typically take the path of least resistance. What I'm saying is, we are global citizens in every sense of the word, and we are not just quantitatively the most important people on earth. We are qualitatively ready to be the best there are, and therefore we deserve the best there is. And if you start thinking like that, then you'll get what you deserve.